What's going on, Jerome? It's beautiful Friday. Birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. So, yes, this weekend, Vikings are back in action. U.S. Bank Stadium welcoming the 2-0, also 2-0, Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud, Danielle Hunter, Stef Diggs, revenge game, back and forth, yada, yada, yada. But, more importantly, the Vikings will be wearing the throwbacks again. Our guy Eli Corbett, absolutely on one. I miss, like, do you remember magazines? I might be dating myself, but like Sports Illustrated, ESPN, the magazine when that was a thing, Sport Magazine, just simplistic glory. That's what that is. It's really good, Eli. As well as, yes, the Vikings will be donning the throwback Bud jerseys. Now, the Vikings are 0-2 in them, but hopefully we reverse the curse. It's over, man. And so I go back and forth on this. Part of me says these should be the full-time home uniforms, sort of like, the Seahawks throwbacks are just icy clean and should be their primaries. But I don't know, like these latest iterations have grown on me over the years. But either way, can't wait to look really good on Sunday and hopefully 1-2 in these uniforms. That's it. Thursday Night Football went down. Doesn't matter. The Jets efficient against the very bad Patriots. Drake May's getting some run right now. They're down 24-3, running out the clock. The under came in and the Jets covered. Yawn, which kind of sucks because I feel like the Thursday games have been decent, except for last night and then also the week before. But other than that, they're really good. But the viral moment came after one of the Jets touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers basically he had the Kirk Cousins and Mike Zimmer moment because Jets coach Rob Saleh went in for like the bro hug and Rodgers just like no, like he was one of his family members. No. So drama there. And yes, the Vikings do play the Jets in a couple weeks in foggy London town, but we'll see. Hey, Iran. Bring it on, man. That's it. Also bringing it on this Sunday is Stef Diggs. So, yeah, I mean, Vikings fans, I feel like it's a bit of a polarizing relationship with Stef Diggs. Yes, he was on the receiving end of the most memorable single play in team history, right? The Minneapolis Miracle. So, we'll always have that. Plus, I always respected Diggs the way that he worked his way up from Maryland, 5th-round pick. Was inactive like the first 3 games of his career here with the Vikings. And then eventually he became a stud and got paid. And also, without Diggs forcing a trade, the Vikings don't end up with Justin Jefferson. So, long story longer, we do have to thank him for that. And Diggs was, of course, asked by the Texans' local media jackals about what it means to return. Chancellor Johnson, Stef Diggs on his first time returned to Minnesota as an opposing player. Of course, the Vikings did play the Bills in Orchard Park in 2022. How did that one work out? I had a hell of a time while I was there. I bet you did. I bet you did. That's why. No one's letting you date their sister. So still one of the best. Brian Robinson's the best, man. I love him. Now, also what's interesting, so going back to that Bills game, Stef Diggs had an insane catch. Probably you could call it maybe like a top 25 catch of all time, but no one remembers it because of Justin friggin' Jefferson. So it's kind of funny there. But a player who won't be going on Sunday against the Texans is Diamond Dallas Turner, Vikings first-round edge rusher. Julie Daniels, Care 11. Vikings Dallas Turner says he will not be playing Sunday, but is planning on being back for Green Bay Week 4. Says it's nothing serious. We've had an edge rusher who had a nothing serious injury in 2020. How'd that work out? Nah, he'll be fine. We did see him jump a counter a few minutes after this interview. I think the kid will be all right. Wait, he jumped the counter like this was Dukes of Hazzard. I mean, come on, you got a knee injury. That would be so on brand for the Vikings. Diamond Dallas Turner out for the season after jumping a counter, trying to get a snack. Nah, but also, this may sound weird, but one of the things scouts look for is ass when it comes to prospects, because if you have ass, you have lower body strength, you have core strength, and you're going to have power and explosiveness. Right? And Turner's considered undersized for an edge rusher, but long arms and also ass. That's what we need, man. Diamond Dallas Turner, baby. Got all boom doo doo boom doo doo baby, super ass, as well as someone who's not ass, Patrick Jones second. So with Diamond Dallas Turner out, PJ2 is going to get more work. Although PJ2, I believe, was out snapping Turner even before he got hurt. But either way, that's what's really important about depth, is that the Vikings can certainly get after things in that regard. Also, maybe a guy like Bo Richter or Anjakar II will be a practice squad elevation for the game. We'll kind of love to see that. Would be really damn good. But, I mean, PJ2 redemption tour. Well, it's not even redemption tour. Just he never really got the time of day in his first 3 seasons. So I'm really proud of him. Knew that the talent was there. That's why I tried to trade his ass all the time, because there was talent and there was tangible value there. But now he's growing and showing out on the field, which is awesome to see. Also awesome to see is Justin friggin' Jefferson going to play on Sunday. Kevin Seifert, ESPN, who is not Carl Gershman, asked Justin Jefferson if he's playing Sunday versus Texans. Yeah, for sure. Says his quad feels great, and he's working daily with medical staff to make sure it feels fantastic by Sunday. So it is a quad bruise, thigh bruise, and it is a pain management thing. And even deep bruises, like, they hurt, take time to heal. But also sometimes there's doctor feel good, gonna be all right. Yeah. So I think Jefferson's gonna put up a monster game. Also, speaking of monsters, the Vikings have signed linebacker Max Tooley to the practice squad. Now, Tuli is 6'2", 225, undrafted free agent out of BYU. But more importantly, most importantly, he wore the cowboy collar. I feel like linebackers need to bring that back. Make cowboy collars great again. Yeah. So Tuli spent offseason, training camp, and up through September 17th with the Texans. He's on the Texans practice squad. So this is just straight up, hey, Tooley has been involved with the most current game plans, offensive and defensively. Mostly Tooley will be able to tell you about the offense, since he's on the practice squad, he would be more on the scout team and giving the Texans offense a good look. So he's going to have some insight on what they've been doing offensively. So kind of like that. And, of course, his time in preseason in that defense, he can give you a little something there as well. So this is Max Tooley is basically getting paid the practice squad league minimum to spill his guts. That's right. Hopefully there isn't some code of omerta coming with the Texans, because we need all that information, man. That's it. He'll probably be cut next week. But that's the game, man. That is absolutely the game. Speaking of which, so D'Amico Ryans, respect the hell of him. He was a great linebacker with the Texans and also for the Eagles for whatever reason. Worked his way up, and he is a great leader of men. He's a beautiful defensive mind, and he's one hell of a head coach, right? And early success, winning the division last year, getting it done in the playoffs, and now, so the toughest bridge is a defensive-minded head coach and quarterback. Like, that connection doesn't always click, but it does seem like D'Amico and Stroud have a good professional relationship, which is really important. And also, remember back in the day, the Vikings interviewed D'Amico for the head coaching opening back in 2022 before jumping Jim Harbaugh, flying on in. God, that was such a weird time, wasn't it? Who's got it better than us? Everybody. Yeah. But, of course, Kevin O'Connell got that job, and we're thankful for it. But it's interesting. It is interesting how things either team could have hired Nathaniel Hackett, I guess. That one didn't quite work out. Speaking of working out, Jordan Love was working out on this week. Wes Hodkiewicz, I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Another positive sign for Jordan Love, who's practicing in pads Thursday. So Jordan Love, they said it's 50-50 for the Titans game this Sunday for the Packers. We'll see, but it's important for the Vikings, because the Vikings do play at Lambeau next Sunday. So will Jordan Love be back? Possibly. Is he going to be 100%? Probably not. But either way, bring it. Bring it. Also, Elton Jenkins got illness/glute. Now, reading the tea leaves, so you have illness and an ass injury. Like, does he just have the flu really bad? Like, do you ever get, in the weeds here, but do you ever get the flu really, really bad? And it it like hurts because it's like raw. And nah. I wonder if they're related. That sucks. That's it. Next. Lastly, how are we feeling about the 2-0? It's Friday. I can say what I want. How are we feeling about the 2-0 Minnesota Vikings? We put it out to you, the Jeromes. 6,000 voted. 26% said Super Bowl homeboy. 69% nice, said cautiously optimistic. Now, I know what you guys are doing. Anytime there's a poll, y'all collude to have the winning side of the poll be at 69%. I respect it, but don't think that I don't understand what you're doing. Still not sold 5%, fluke 1%. So it is pretty low. And we've said this so much. Everything the Vikings do is replicable. I mean, they're tough in the trenches. They play great and highly variant defense. And offensively, they got stars all over the place. And you get Reisner and Hawkinson and Addison back at some point. Let's go, man. All right, but obviously, I'm going to be in the Super Bowl homeboy category, but I'm more of the cautiously optimistic. Actually, very optimistic. Because everyone and their mom said that, hey, the Vikings are ass. Thank you. But now, and also they said that, hey, the Vikings are going to start 0-5. I had a bet with a buddy in the first 5 games, over 1.5 wins for the Vikings. Cash, no waiting, no problem. All right, but who on the schedule scares you? Also, going through, just tiptoeing through the tulips here. Obviously, Texans, Packers, and Jets are going to be tough. Lions, from what you've seen from the Lions the first 2 games, forgetting last year, focusing on this year, from what you've seen from the Lions the first 2 games, outside of the running game, like what scares you? And like Hutchinson, but remember to block him. How about that? The Rams decimated by injury. All of a sudden, that game doesn't look so tough. Colts. The Colts are disappointing me. The Colts were like my sleeper team with the Bucks, but Jaguars, no. Titans, no. Bears, no. Cardinals, yes. Falcons, I mean, the Falcons are a Nick Sirianni brain fart away from me at 0-2, so I'm not striking up the band yet. Bears, no. Seahawks, yes. Packers, Lions. So this entire gauntlet is saying, it's like, oh, the Vikings are underdogs in every single game except for 3. Nah. Everything's going to be all right. Rock-a-bye, baby. But that is it. Beautiful, gorgeous, amazing Friday. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.